Corey Holcomb is an absolute degenerate who has lost touch with reality and has lost a post on his own audience. And last night podcast proves it. So for starters, all that talk about how he's not bothered by the comment section is over with because Corey Holcomb is now officially deleting mean comments about him and comments of people disagreeing with him. Users are calling him out about it in the comment section. They will leave a comment disagreeing with Corey and then they look 20 minutes later, their comment is gone because Corey is going through it and deleting comments manually because he's thin-skinned. But Corey Holcomb don't know this, maybe because he's old or he's a narcissist or he's delusional. Bro, deleting comments is not going to get people to forget about their opinions they have about you. Last night's podcast was probably the worst the live comment section has ever been. Because Corey, new content strategy now, is coming on the podcast and straight up projecting. He comes on the podcast, he hears the critiques people have about him, and then he projects those critiques that people have about him onto other people. So, and the live chat was calling him out while he was doing it. So Corey Holcomb starts the podcast, right, to discuss his algorithm. As if we don't know what an algorithm is and how an algorithm works. So Corey Holcomb starts to complain that there's too much drama and gossipy videos in his algorithm, and he don't like it.
I'm talking about there's a shift in the world that has become very concerning. I don't know what I'm going to do about my YouTube because the algorithm in my YouTube is some of the music that I look up. Occasionally, I'll get some information about Stoic principles, because I've clicked on that before.
Okay.
But do you know what my algorithm mainly consists of?
No, what?
Gossipy niggas.
Well, maybe it's attached because of the one guest. I don't know.
What is the one guess? Oh,
That, I
that
got
too. But this is
But
what I'm saying.
that's
It's
probably
not
what
just that.
I was going to say that's probably what connected it, though, and started it, though.
When I look at the state of black YouTube, I'm ashamed. We only tear each other down.
First off, ain't nobody more gossipy than Corey Holcomb. Ain't nobody more negative than Corey Holcomb. Don't nobody tear down other people more than Corey Holcomb. Do Corey Holcomb forget that he been calling black women gorillas that he don't like for years? That he been attacking celebrities, calling them backdooria, putting gay allegations on them? Do Corey Holcomb forget that he comes on the show and he talks about people like dogs for years? But now as soon as it flips on him, as soon as people start making videos about him and his activities, now all of a sudden he's ashamed of black YouTube. Man, cut it out, man. And you go and blame Anton Daniels for why your algorithm is like that. You go and blame Anton Daniels for why YouTube keeps recommending you these videos as if we don't know how an algorithm works. An algorithm works because of you, right? You are the engine that keeps the algorithm going. If you keep watching gossipy videos, they're gonna recommend gossipy videos to you, Corey. Yeah, so you probably should stop laying on your bed with your stomach on the mattress and your feet in the air as you watch these gossipy videos. You should probably stop doing that and go watch some other stuff. Go watch some science videos. Go watch some political videos if you want to get recommended, political and science videos. You watch gossipy videos because you are the most gossipy hoe nigga we know on YouTube. Corey starts off by saying that the gossipy videos are bad for society, but watch what this absolute degenerate, old, nasty, weirdo creep of an old man feels like is a better alternative to gossipy YouTube videos. Let him tell you what he believes is a better alternative. Look at his nonsense.
Unfortunately, YouTube does not allow OnlyFans models to flood the algorithm. Meaning like, women who aren't afraid to show their body. Did you hear what I said first? I said unfortunately. Because if the internet was flooded with OnlyFans models who showed their body and didn't do good, it would still be something worth looking at.
Yeah.
You just look at it. Oh, there's a woman. Let me look at her. Okay, that's good to look at.
So what world are you living in if you think that YouTube and these other social media apps are now promoting and showcasing women showing off their bodies on these apps? They are, okay? Maybe you should go look for that instead of the gossipy content if you want to see that on your algorithm. But what type of weird, degenerate old man do you have to be to honestly say that black people making content, covering the news, and covering other black people in media is like you're more ashamed of that than women showing their bodies, as if women showing their bodies on his app isn't as lowbrow as it gets. According to Corey Holcomb, he's ashamed of black people covering news and being journalists on his app, but he's not ashamed of women showing a pussy print for a like on YouTube. This is a degenerate old man, bruh. Degenerate, man. Now, Corey Holcomb gets even worse as this episode continues, bruh. And when I say bad, no, it gets worse, bruh. Corey Holcomb decided it was smart to essentially target and disparage the little of the audience he has left.
YouTube is full of gossipy men who fail at YouTube. And this is what's even sadder about these gossipy men who fail at YouTube. This is what's worse. They use pictures of the people everybody want to watch and see.
In my opinion, this is not a statement of fact. I think Corey Holcomb has to be taking something before the show. Corey Holcomb has to be doing some type of drug before these shows, man. No way Corey Holcomb come on here and voluntarily embarrasses himself like this in his right state of mind. I refuse to believe that Corey Holcomb would prepare for this show and come on this show and say something this stupid on purpose. Bro, are you high? Are you drunk? Thumbnails are probably the most important part of YouTube. Thumbnails are there for you to accurately depict what the video is about, right? Thumbnails is there so you can alert the public, right? Hey, if you click on this video, this is what you have to expect. Putting my face on a thumbnail about a video about Jay-Z doesn't tell the person this video is about Jay-Z. That's what a thumbnail is for. That's the true intention of a thumbnail. Corey Holcomb probably don't understand this because I'll be real, Corey Holcomb is a failing YouTuber. A lot of you guys probably see Corey Holcomb doing 100,000 right now. Corey Holcomb has lost 60% of his audience. Corey Holcomb went from doing about 380,000 to about 120,000 in a week. That's 60% of his audience gone. And you know how Corey Holcomb could have prevented losing his audience? Probably better thumbnails, probably clips and better thumbnails with the clips. But Corey Holcomb is giving YouTube advice when, quite frankly, he has no idea how this works. Corey Holcomb just turned on channel memberships. That's how out of clue Corey Holcomb is. But Corey, who are you to call somebody a failure, Corey? Who are you? In this very next statement Corey Holcomb is about to say applies to Corey Holcomb himself. This is pure projection.
So let me get this right. You failed in school. You failed in the real world at a job. So if you know what you're doing with YouTube, you can make money. If you know what you're doing, and if you got the it to necessarily pull it off, how much of a failure must you be to start your video off with a picture of a person who hasn't failed and you still fail at YouTube? This has got to be the worst thing in the world. There are people who consistently put a picture up of somebody who hasn't failed, and they fail. This is my channel. No, it's not your channel. You use pictures of people. Of course, now They'll take an AI picture of you, D.
Oh, yeah.
They'll take an AI picture of somebody who's famous, who's found a way, and put that picture up there so they can stay on there longer because YouTube is getting rid of a lot of AI.
That's not even a coherent point. These people use AI pictures of you because YouTube is removing AI. Excuse me? So why would they use an AI picture if YouTube is removing AI? That's not even a coherent point, a coherent statement. But Corey, who is the successful people? First off, don't think that Corey Holcomb is talking about the plights of other celebrities being talked about. No, Corey Holcomb is talking about himself. And Corey, I'll be real, relatively, you are a failure. If we're being honest here, look at your peers, bro. Look at the people who you came up with. Look at where they're at and look at where you're at. Cat Williams is doing stadiums. Cat Williams is doing a Netflix special. You're still performing at a hole-in-the-wall venues every weekend. You are a failure compared to your peers. So I hope you're not saying that people put your picture in their thumbnails or in their videos because they are failures and they want to talk about people who are successful, because you're not successful, Corey, relatively compared to who you came up with, relatively compared to all the breaks you got, to all the opportunities you were provided. You actually underperformed in your career. You are 30 years in. You are 60 years old, almost 60, and you are performing at hole-in-the-wall venues. You can't possibly think that you are a success if you're starting every show nowadays after the backlash trying to prove to people that you're funny. Like Corey Holcomb, ever since he's been getting backlash and mean comments, he now inserts testimonials from his shows to prove that he's funny. Nobody who's secured in themselves is doing this, especially somebody with a 30-year career in comedy. You think Cat Williams is going on a podcast and having them insert a clip of people at his show laughing to prove he's funny? No, they're not, right? No, you are a loser, bro, right? And the only reason why we're calling you a loser, because I don't use language like this, is because he's calling people who are trying on YouTube losers. People who are probably doing like 1,000 views per video. They're grinding. They're building up to something. He's calling them a loser because they're not doing 100,000 views, where he has lost 60% of his audience. Bro, are you crazy? Right? And you wouldn't feel the need to prove to people at the beginning of every podcast that you're funny if you were actually successful.
And I want to let you know, I am so blessed for my weekends. When I go work, my weekends are productive. And I'm proud of that because I put a lot of work in. And there's a lot of people who may not understand what they're up against as they come against me. And, you know, I get it. You've been assigned to try to come against me. Okay. But, you know, while you sit at home and type and think of little bitch shit to say, this is what my weekends are like. Y'all got a video of when I was in Kansas City. Could you play that?
Hey, keep it real with me. Keep it real with me. Hey, what's the show funny? 5150. He come here a lot, especially when I'm here doing shows with other comedians and everything. I've never seen myself or no other comedian that I work with make him laugh. He might chuckle, he might giggle. I've never seen this man stand out of his seat, clap his leg, and go, ha! And sit there. Never. You know what's amazing when you say that? Because he see me anytime I come. And is it something different every time? It is. That's why I ain't bringing him my barbecue. That Kansas City barbecue. Hard hope.
Listen, without context, this is innocent. This is okay. But with context, this is sinister. This is Corey Holcomb trying to rope in innocent people who has nothing to do with this situation to co-sign him. See, people are upset at Corey Holcomb not because they think Corey Holcomb is unfunny. No, they're upset at Corey Holcomb because Corey Holcomb made disturbing jokes about children. Corey Holcomb made disturbing jokes that no man should make about a child. Corey Holcomb put hands on a woman. That's why the internet is canceling Corey Holcomb. So when Corey Holcomb goes to these hole-in-the-wall shows and he shows people that innocent man who probably has no idea what's going on online is being recorded co-signing Corey Holcomb, and he's put it on the internet, because Corey Holcomb needs validation. And that poor innocent man don't know he's co-signing somebody who said that kid privates are the best privates. Corey said that. Yes, he did. 100% fact he did. It's on camera. Corey Holcomb is such a monster and an evil human being that he starts to disrespect the only person who's been in his corner all this time, Darlene, right? He starts to disrespect her in her face in an underhanded manner, but I caught it. So Corey Holcomb goes on this tangent on how people who have to use other people to get on and get lit, they ain't ish, they ain't worth a damn, they failures. And then he goes on to bring up how Darlene's entire fame and career and everything she's ever had is tied to somebody. He brought it up at this specific time to disrespect her, but she's sitting there as if he's giving her a compliment.
Attention. There are some people who would not have no attention. The 92 people who watch their video gives them the drive to keep talking because somebody's listening. I get it. It's a lonely world. It's a lonely, lonely world. And some of these guys, you can tell they don't have that it where when they're in the world, they can pull the type of beautiful things that somebody who popping can pull. Let me make sure I say that right. There are men in this world who can come out in two-tone cowboy hats and still win. But there are men in this world who, no matter what they do, they keep flopping. And they will put effort into trying to put up the picture of those who are popping. And most of them shame you. They shame you because this is their chance in life to do or say something about somebody that's popping. Because to be popping out here, it's just not an easy thing to do. It is scary thinking about trying to get to the level where it's popping for you.
Let's ignore that nonsense and get to a bigger point here because calling him stupid is redundant at this point. Yeah, talking about other people on YouTube is the purpose of YouTube, all right? Like, you're not a failure for doing that. So that's just stupid. But past that, you just listen to everything he just said, right? He just talked down upon people who utilize other people to come up, right? Watch how he throws Darlene into it and then describes Darlene as the perfect mooch. But yet he wants us to believe this is a compliment towards Darlene. Yo, that man just disrespected Darlene to her face, and she's sitting there thinking it's a compliment. He just says people who use other people for stuff and to come up are failures while describing how you used a famous rapper, in the words of Corey Holcomb, for stuff. But he wants to paint it to you as if it's a compliment.
Some of us put in work. Some of us have fortune. Darlene, when she was young,
Here we go.
I mean, I'm just giving it to you real.
Okay.
When Darlene was young, she stood out enough where the great Ice-T chose her and combined forces with her, put her on his album covers.
Plural S covers.
Do you know how many wish they could do that?
2 covers, right? Huh?
2 covers, that's right. Do you know how many of these women out here in the algorithm don't like you because they will never be on nobody album cover because they not built to be on an album cover. Even with the wig they wear like it's theirs. They will never pop like that. The only thing they've done to get attention is talk about the people that's popping. Darlene, you've been in movies just because of your with the brother Ice-T.
I know,
Am I
it's
right?
very cool. Yes, that was it's
No
very
matter
cool.
what, there was a time in your life where you was living on a mansion on Sunset. Am I right?
Yes. 2 mansions, one lower and then one higher, yeah.
You said 2 mansions. Don't be shy.
I'm telling you, I am
Darlene.
very grateful, and I cherish my, yeah.
What you have accomplished, I'm talking about most of the algorithm whores would give their right and left leg to accomplish that.
There's only 2 options here, okay? Corey Holcomb is severely stupid, or this is a diss towards Darlene, all right? And I will go towards, this is a diss towards Darlene. There's no way in Corey Holcomb's brain he could logically follow the train of people who cover other people on YouTube and utilize other people's names and likeness to build a platform for themselves are mooches, they're leech, they're failures, while also saying Darlene only got in movies because she was connected to Ice-T and utilized his name and likeness to build a platform for herself. And she only got those mansions because she was linked to Ice-T. And she only got on album covers because she was linked to Ice-T. There's no way in hell your P-brain can rationalize you thinking people who use other people's name and likeness to reporting them on YouTube as failures, but yet somebody who everything she ever has is tied to somebody's name and likeness is a success. Darlene, please do not. Darlene, now I understand you might think I'm a monster, Darlene, and I'm evil, but understand this man was in your face playing with you, bro. This man was playing with you in your face. That was a diss. Corey Holcomb is an evil, maniacal human being. This man was dissing the only person in his corner. Darlene, understand, this is a diss. Right? He just disrespected you to your face. Darlene, I'm sure you have accomplished much more than being Ice-T's woman at some point. Okay? Now, this episode, when I thought this was as bad as it would get, disrespecting your co-host to their face, disrespecting people in your audience. But then Corey Holcomb took it up a notch. Corey Holcomb decided, okay, that he was going to stick up for other successful people who YouTubers are tearing down. He decided he was going to defend a man in Dwight Howard who has multiple allegations that spanning over, the last decade of child abuse. Apparently, we are parasites and we're pathetic for talking about the Dwight Howard allegations. It's so on brand for Corey Holcomb to defend an alleged abuser.
Like the roaches do. This is what my algorithm is about. I don't like watching all the gossipy men talk crazy about everybody that they think they can talk about. What's happening now? I've seen something with, I hate to bring it up. The brother Dwight Howard.
Oh, yeah, I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
I don't know everything about what he got going on, but I know this. Dwight Howard is an NBA. He might be a Hall of Famer. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I know he was a good player in the NBA.
Yeah, he cold. You can't take that from him.
Y'all women, answer this. Is Dwight Howard a handsome man?
He's a good looking fella.
I love me a chocolate tall man.
He's a
Dwight
good-looking
Howard
fella.
is
Got a nice
With the
handsome.
big shoulders, everything, right?
Got a nice smile.
So listen to me. He has had rumors of being out there switching up,
Yep.
messing with men, and I would joke about that. But let me tell you something. Every time I saw Dwight Howard, he had a smile on his face.
Just because you have a crush on Dwight Howard, Corey, does not take away from what's going on. None of us knows what's going on. However, you deal with some very serious allegations, okay? The daughter was taken away by CPS for things that Dwight Howard is apparently doing in the home, right? Dwight Howard is blaming his wife. His wife is blaming Dwight Howard, claiming she's lying. The kids are involved there. Dwight Howard's son was touching on other kids. His baby mama claimed that Dwight Howard is the reason why his son was touching on other kids. The baby mama claimed Dwight Howard was abusing other children. Kids are involved here. So the fact that because you have a crush on Dwight Howard, you were dismissing this is crazy.
But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through this, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with the kids, I have to be witnesses to. I'm at the police at the house. They ask me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I've never been married before.
We don't know what's going on with Dwight Howard and this situation. We don't know what's going on. But what I do know, though, from my perspective, is these allegations are serious enough that if you're Corey Holcomb and you have the allegations over your head of essentially saying inappropriate things about kids, you got a whole lot of, I don't know, pedo statements coming out of your mouth, you probably do not want to touch this. Not abusive children. You don't want to even offer up any defense because people can pull up certain things that you've said in the past and they can easily interpret it as, man, Corey Holcomb may be on some nasty stuff with children. And because those statements can be interpreted as that, you don't want to stray near anything involving children, any controversy. Just leave it alone. But of course, you'll be the first one defending Dwight Howard. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? I'm not done dissecting this episode. This episode has so much more. I had to cut this video down, but because it's running close to 30 minutes, I'll do a part 2. There's just so much more, man. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how the Roscoe Dash situation is just terrible. One of the worst things you've ever heard. I'm going to see you guys in this Roscoe Dash video. And if you want to support me, send me a hype by clicking the hype button below this video. Hypes is how you push my videos in the algorithm. So if you are a supporter in a day one, please send me a hype. I'm going to see you guys in this Roscoe Dash video. Out of here, folks. Peace.